Ah, fucking hate this webcam. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. This fucking thing still isn't working. Can't be asked. Right. Do we have it? Do we have it? 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we go. We're all sorted. We're all sorted. Big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe, all of that. We're back for another live stream, another match preview. And yeah, big up everybody that's locked in. Let me know what everyone's saying. Are you confident? Are you a little bit shook? Let me know. Let me know, because I'm in two minds. I'm in two minds. All depends on the fucking lineup. All depends on the lineup, because I swear down, if I see more than one of the Bermuda Triangle, we're going to have problems. We're going to have serious problems. Big up everyone saying fresh trim and all of that. Glad to see that you guys like it as well. I'm glad the camera works too, because the only time this camera's worked is when I've had my fucking dead little afro. Like, at the very least, I get to enjoy a fresh face in fresh quality. But yeah, well, we'll see what happens. We're going to delve into the Thiago Silva contract situation as well. What else are we going to get into? Aubameyang, there's still talks about him going to LAFC. So we're going to get into that too. And yeah, big up everybody that's in here. What is everybody saying? We've got over 200 of you man in here already, which is a madness. So yeah, hit the like button, my guys. Subscribe, all of that. And let's see what everyone's saying. Big up Josh, big up Jem as well for the raid. My G, every time. I'll see you at West Ham tomorrow, my friend. And who's ready for Enzo and the Bermuda Triangle episode 2? God forbid. Apparently Gallagher's already going to be starting. Nizar Kinsella came out and said that before Potter's press conference. And now we're hearing that Zakaria's out, Kovacic is out, Kante obviously still isn't fit enough to start. Was there anybody else? No Kovacic, no Zakaria, no Fofana. And I think that's Wesley Fofana, not Datro Fofana. Thank the Lord. So, yeah, we might be seeing Conor Gallagher start, which already isn't setting us off on the right foot. You're like, you can't put Lewis Hall in there, or you can't put Chukwuemeka, who has had better seasons even with less game time than Conor Gallagher's had. I don't know. But my bigger issue than Gallagher is Mount and Havertz. If I see either one of them starting with Gallagher, we're gonna have problems. Hell, even starting Gallagher, I'm asking, like, what are we doing? The guy's been playing poorly for most of the season. Is what it is. Is what it is. Big up Shano. Big up Jerome. Big up Matthew. Big up Eamon. Gallagher has no right to start past the West Ham game. Maybe this is another case of like just injuries are forcing our hand, but it's still not the best move from us. Big up Bob Smoke. Big up Eamon again. Steve, Corny. Man, Josh said press the on button. I can't be asked. Big up JP, Citrus, Gavman, JB, Texas. Love for the love as well, my people. Love for the love. Man said Lewis is less technical than Havertz. Can't be bothered. That's a good one, though. That's a good one, Josh. Shano, love for the love. Spuzz as well. Love for the love. What else is everybody saying? I said cameras acting like Mount's passes. That is all mad. That is all fucking mad. Yeah, I'll be at the game. You know me. Home, away, and Europe sometimes. Yeah. I'm going to be at Dortmund as well. I don't know when the preview's going to be. It might be a Monday. It might be a Tuesday. But you're going to have to bear with me on that one, because it's going to be a very, very fucking big week. What else? Man said 6 months younger, 6 months younger. Fucking hell, bruv. Fucking hell. What else is everybody saying? Give whoever kicked rim job in training a 10-year contract. Fucking hell. Lewis, damn well all 3 will start. I think 2 might start. For 3, I'm not so sure. I think Gallagher's probably going to start with all the midfield issues, which is already annoying. Oh, fucking whatever. You better win. But please just play Chukwuemeka or play Hall. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Mount and Havertz can't be justifying their positions in the lineup anymore. Simple as that. They can't be. They haven't been good enough. They've been consistently poor for a long part of the season. You've tried playing them into form. You've tried playing them in different positions. Regardless, it doesn't work. They need to be benched. You can put Fofana in there. João Felix is coming back. There's still Mudryk. There's still Madueke. There are options. Fofana can play up top. Oba can play up top. Felix can play in the middle. There's other options out there. There's no reason to be playing them. No reason. And if I see all three of them play and we don't get a result, we're going to talk about Graham Potter. We're going to have a very serious conversation about Graham Potter because it's a load of madness. Big up Jacko, my G. Big up True Blue saying my excitement for tomorrow's turn to despair just hearing that Gallagher is starting. I know those two bums are also going to play. Where was the Nizar article where I saw that? Let me get that up on the screen for you guys quick. Here it is. Yeah, Conor Gallagher would likely partner Enzo Fernandez in the Chelsea midfield against West Ham. So what, they're talking about a double pivot? Yeesh. Fucking hell, bruv. God forbid we're going to start playing him deeper like fucking Tuchel tried to do that. Fuck that. Oh, Pie's tweet from Matt Law. All right, let me have a quick look. Big up Duoscope as well. Love for the love, my G. Big up yourself. And Son as well. Big up EE Governor. Big up my guys. Big up. Let me check Pies quick. Everyone's saying check Pies. What's he done now? Daniel Levy has hit out other Premier League clubs spending, saying they're distorting the market. Broke people talking. Who cares? Who cares? I'll get that up on the screen for you guys, but not for too long. Who the fuck cares about that? Broke people telling rich people how to spend their money. Have some shame. Have some damn shame. Load of madness. Kemal says let's sort of stay on Mount and Kai for the whole stream. We'll try not to. We went for an hour the last time without mentioning Mason Mount, and then it turned into like a 1 hour discussion. So we'll see. We will see. DK, yeah, bro. New year, new me, and all that. We're gonna try and keep early, even though we're only starting our New Year's resolutions in February and all that. But better late than never. Better late than never. Let me just check I've got everything sorted with the stream. Yeah, all good, all good. What else is everybody saying? What else is everybody saying? Bowley and Egbali are on to Mount. I don't even know if that's the case. Like, we've already said, Mount and Havertz probably don't start next season with the amount of rebuilding that we're doing. You could probably see them as bench options, or they'll be sold. Because again, if Mount don't sign that contract by July, his ass is gone. Havertz, if an offer comes, his ass is gone. So I'm not really too fussed about the long-term future. It's about now. But now the pressure's more on Mount than it is on these players. I've accepted Mount ain't good enough. I've accepted Havertz ain't good enough. I'm now looking at Graham Potter. This is going to be yet another week without a midweek game. You've had plenty of time to prepare for West Ham. I need to see an improvement in the way that we play. We need to look a lot better. I can't be seeing the same shit performances, us getting dominated by a team in 17th place as well, by the way. They're not even in a good position in the league compared to us. We should not be going there and getting dominated for 90 minutes. We should be dominating the game. We should be dominating on the pitch. We should be winning. Should be winning. So my eyes are now onto Potter. My eyes are now onto Graham Potter. Big up Matt, big up Jerome. My guys, I'm saying midfielders in the pits. Part of that's because of the midfield issues, but again, you don't have to force Gallagher and Mount into everything. You can play a Chukwuemeka, you can play a Hall. If you do, and they don't really work out, at least you're trying things. At least you're not making the same mistakes. Because we always say, what is the definition of insanity? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and again and again and expecting different results. So if you play Mount, Gallagher, and Havertz again and again and again and nothing changes, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking you're insane. This is also to everyone who thinks I'm some sort of massive Potter stan, by the way. I will give Potter time, but I'll criticize where I see it. If he plays the same players and we don't win, I'm on to him. I said Bermuda Triangle for the win. God forbid. God forbid. Big up Farah. Fuck yeah, what's that name? I said hi, silky hairline, bless, but yeah, I can't bring that name up, bro. I can't bring that name up. Matt says pray for Atsu. What is he? Has there been bad news on Christian Atsu? Let me have a look. I hope not. Last I heard, I think they found him in all the rubble in Turkey. Oh, they still haven't found him. Fucking hell. Yeah, prayers up for Christian Atsu and everyone else still struggling in Turkey and Lebanon and Syria. Fucking hell. I thought they pulled him out. Mad. That is mad. I hope he's all good. I really hope he's all good. That's not good. That's not good news. That's not good news. If it's been like 3-4 days and they still haven't found them, that's not looking good. Havertz is going to start because Fofana and Obra are not in the UCL squad and you want to get team chemistry up. Mount won't start. So how does that make sense if Mount won't start but Havertz will start because you need to get team chemistry up? How does that make sense? Havertz has played enough to have chemistry. He's just shit. You don't link up well with anybody except maybe Felix, but even then, the link-up play don't lead to anything. Have nice passes in the midfield third. When you get to the final third, it's Havertz holding everything back again. Big up Musa, my guy. Big up yourself, bro. I said, hide your money. There's broke people around. It's all mad. It's all mad. Big up Ryan. Big up my G. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all good. Henrik as well. Love for the love, my friend. Wait, injured by Gallagher. Where'd you hear that? Where'd you hear that? Oh dear. First thing I'm doing on career mode, rebuilding the squad. Oh, I can't give myself a financial takeover though. That won't be fair. I'll sell players, bring better players in. We'll move. I might keep Havertz though, because like Havertz is good on FIFA. I can actually mold him into a semi-decent football player. Mount though, I still can't get a tune out of him. But we move. We move. Thoughts on James and whether he starts? See, I wouldn't have started him for the Fulham game because I thought we were rushing him in too deep. But now he's played the Fulham game, he's got a bit more sharpness as a result of it. So I would start him. I think now you've done it, you might as well just keep playing him. But yeah, maybe take him off a bit early, rest him for Dortmund, maybe bring on Chalobah and let him play right back for the second half. Or maybe even Aspi. Aspi's okay for like a 30-minute run or something. Anything more than that, no. But I wouldn't play Reece for the full 90. But I would start him. I don't even think Mount is that shit, to be honest. I think he's a decent... You lot have him. Have him. He's probably going to go Liverpool anyway. You lot have him, my friend. Jared Bowen always... It's not even Bowen. It's just West Ham. Like, I know our recent record against West Ham isn't too bad. I think we've only lost once in our last 5 games. But even in spite of that, our record at the London Stadium isn't good. And West Ham is still a bit of a bogey team for us, especially away. We don't like going to that ground. We've won there in the league twice since they moved there. 3 times in all competition. No, it's twice. It is just twice. We won there in 16-17, 2021, and that's it. That's it. We don't like going to West Ham. That's why I'm not really too optimistic about this one, even with where they play. I mean, where they are in the league. I'm not looking forward to it. Lewis, do you think Kai starts up front? Big up Bobby as well. Love for the love, bro. I'm starting to get bored with Potter's press conference. I haven't even listened to it. I just checked the quotes. What has he said though? Let me get Absolute Chelsea up again. Anything mad that he said or anything big? Let's go through it together. In fact, I'll put it up on the big screen. Graham Potter on pressure to deliver at a club like Chelsea. I'm not stupid. If the results aren't what this club should get, then I understand. If I'm the reason for it, then that's the job. I go through the process, helping the players improve and come together. It's a complicated situation at the moment, but really excited, really looking forward to it, the challenge that awaits. I don't worry too much about the timescale of it all. Okay, expectations always remain the same. A team that ultimately wins. We know there's opportunities to make changes to the team when the window's open. There's also opportunities to make the changes to the team now. Make the changes now. Okay, nothing too deep though. London derby's been. I'm not sure if it helps Chelsea with current form. Historically, they're always tough games. Moyes' sides are always organised. They have some really good players and defend well in numbers. For us, understanding the environment, London derby, match the intensity, start the game well, and try to take 3 points. Well, at least that sounded better at the end. On European Super League, waffle, don't need that. It's my job when you coach players, does process you go, it just sounds a bit dead, to be honest. Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. Things, yeah, it's a bit boring. Big up Mo, my guy. Big up Governor as well. Big up everyone putting their prayers up for the Turks as well. But don't forget Syria and Lebanon too. They're also struggling too. They're also struggling as well. Big up DK again saying Gallagher starting again. Congrats, West Ham. Probably is starting. But we move. Just don't do Havertz up top and Mount in the middle. Like, it's just boring. It's fucking boring at that point. Oh, we move. Okay, I know we're going to see that free anyway. Gallagher will take a line and road run for 90 minutes. Hey, that would explain it. That would explain a lot. I said take Mount as a squad player. Go for it, my friend. Go for it. Anything else everyone's saying? Big up Barber saying no Gallagher on Wednesday. Kovacic has no Gallagher on Wednesday. Kovacic has to start Champions League. Depends on his fitness. I don't know when he's going to be back. Apparently he's still out, but I don't really know the time frame on that. I don't really know the time frame for Zakaria either. Just waiting to hear for whenever they're ready to come back, I guess. Oh, Raz saying I'm beefing with Trump now. Yeah, I don't know. Trump pissed me off. He can hold that. Selling Mount is dumb. Who would be on our bench? It's not dumb though if he's got a year left. Now, this argument for Havertz, I understand because he would have 2 years left on his contract. And I actually don't think he's that bad off the bench. I just don't think for all the hype and the expectation and the price tag, we should be happy with him as a bench role. But I think he'd be much better in that role. For Mount, though, he's got a year left on his contract in the summer. If he's not good enough, he's going to be sold. Because why would you keep him so you can have even more leverage in negotiations? So if this argument was for Havertz, I'd understand that. And I'd actually agree with you. But yeah, no. Anything else? How are we this rich but still depressed by the first 11? Because of injuries and the fact that we still are starting the same shit players every week. Simple as that, really. Who was worse, Morata or Havertz? They're the same player. I've always said that. They are the exact same player. Like, they both are only good. They both at Chelsea were only good at headers, very weak, could barely hold the ball up, can't finish 1v1. To be fair, I think Morata was better at taking players on 1v1. But yeah, okay, so Morata was slightly better. Anything else? Kovacic is supposed to be back. Zakaria by the end of February. Yeah. All right. Well, Kovacic also has a long time to get back to full strength. We know what he's like after injuries. He's always very slow on his return. So even then, I wouldn't rush him too much. How's the 9 who can't shoot and a 10 who can't create? Hey, but we need to play him in his natural position. His natural position is on the bench. I've been saying that. Yeah, Musa. Morata was low-key better. But when we had standards, Morata and Willian weren't good enough. Now they'd walk into our lineup. Says a lot. Morata didn't. Morata's got like 3 Champions Leagues. Yeah, he's got about he's got 3 Champions Leagues. So yeah, I don't know, mate. Just before we go, before I send the link out to the panel, there was a here we go for Thiago Silva that I want to pull up. Thiago Silva will be re-signing for another year, so there's some positives. We've reached full verbal agreement with Thiago Silva for a new contract valid until June 2024. We've got the here we go. Draft of the new deal is being prepared. It's all done and agreed verbally as Silva has been given the green light. And that's great for us. We need experience. We need leadership in the dressing room. Aspie's likely leaving in the summer. Jorginho's already gone. Koulibaly ain't really the leader that we're looking for. This is very good news. Very good news. We need a veteran in the dressing room, and I think Thiago Silva will be perfect for some of the younger players to learn off. And by the way, I know it's not even a debate at this point, but we're going to say it anyway. Put Thiago Silva up with the rest of the Chelsea legends. He's up there with them. Thiago Silva is a Chelsea legend, just like anybody else that you think's up there. Like, I know usually people use longevity as like their main barometer when they're discussing someone either being a hero or a legend, but I think if someone can be consistent for a big enough level of time, like Thiago Silva has, he goes up there too. Silva's up there for me as a Chelsea legend. I don't know what you man are saying. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. But I feel like we're all in agreement on that. Morata was shit, bro. Yeah, he was shit, but he was better than Havertz. He was better. Simple as that. Who's a better manager, Tuchel or Tapped Lasso? I'm guessing you're saying Potter. Tuchel. Always say Tuchel. I don't think even the biggest Potterin guy would disagree with that. Mulik, what the fuck? Mudryk, Felix, Madueke, Datro Fofana. That is my front four. Right there. Completely agree, Eamon. Completely agree. Kai Havertz has scored 1 more Premier League goal than Morata despite making 29 more appearances. Ha! And they both wear the 29 shirt. Ha! How poetic. Yeah, Morata is clear. Morata is clear. Also, tell Havertz to have a 16-goal league season before we even talk. Can't even believe man's got me here propping 17, 18 Morata. But here we are. That's how low we've gone. Sedson Gemstream, longevity shouldn't come into it. He's a Chelsea legend. I agree too. To me, N'Golo Kante was a Chelsea legend by his 3rd year because he was just that consistent. I was like, yeah, you know what? If you're playing at that level week in and week out, despite all the shit that we have around you, you're a legend. You're a legend. That's fine. So yeah, I agree. Not up there. No, fair enough. Silva is a legend. Definitely a legend. Silva would have been at Chelsea for 4 years after 2024. Legend in my books. Legend, no doubt, but does he get into an all-time 11? I mean, you could make a very fair argument for it. I think if you make an all-time 11, like most people would say John Terry and Desai or Carvalho, you can make a very fair argument that Thiago Silva goes in there. And like, it wouldn't be deluded. I wouldn't look at you and think, huh? No, I think Thiago Silva, he would get into an all-time 11. I don't think that would be mad. I will be at West Ham, my friend. I will be at West Ham. I said Trim's looking sexy, no homo. Love for that. Big up Eamon as well with another donation. My guy. Now compare Morata and Kai's trophies at Chelsea. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That then Tino Andrin is a legend or something. No, we're not talking about legends. You can compare trophies all you want. Compare influence. What is Havertz's influence? Also, Morata's influence weren't even that great, but fucking hell, he was a better player. Like, yeesh. We're doing Morata v Havertz today. We're in the mud. We're in the fucking mud. Yeah, Musa, bruv, it's long. It's all long. Big up Scotty saying, big up Lewis from San Diego, California. Enjoy your entertaining content with the guys while I work in the lab. Big up yourself, my guy. Hope you're having a good day. Question. Why not play Gallagher as a defensive midfielder? That way Enzo could move forward. My friend, Conor Gallagher, the deeper that you play that guy, the worse that he gets. If you want to get anything out of Conor Gallagher, you need to play him in the final third. The deeper he plays, the worse he gets. Also, as a single pivot, Gallagher is one of those players who can't sit. He likes to roam. He likes to drift. So what he's going to do is he's going to leave space in behind. So when teams attack us, Gallagher would be nowhere to be found. So Conor Gallagher as a defensive midfielder, my friend, keep that as far away from Chelsea as humanly possible. No, please, no. And also, guys, no one even take the piss in the comments because it's only just a question. But same way, no, we can't do that. Even back in his days at Palace, every Palace fan I spoke to about him said the deeper that he plays, the worse he is as a football player. He has his best football in the final third. So I get it. We want Enzo to move further forward. This is why we shouldn't have sold Jorginho. But people don't want to have that conversation. People don't want to have that conversation. But thank you for the donation anyway, my friends. Appreciate it. But no to Conor Gallagher at DM. Nope. No chance. No chance. Silva's in my all-time. Yep. Not every... Exactly. There's players that will get left out. A Silva could be left out. But you could make a very fair debate for it too. Ashley Cole, Terry, Silva, Asby. That's a great back four. That's unbelievable. Silva and JT together. Boy. There might not be a lot of legs in that back four, though. There might not be a lot of legs. We might have to do a back three with that. Should be Chuck Minerals, Enzo, Felix midfield. Connor shouldn't be starting and rest Mount. Completely agree. Completely agree. Yeah, Cole, this is all good, bro. It's all good. Even if it was that way, like, I don't judge. I don't judge at all. I just appreciate the compliments. Appreciate the compliments. I haven't got fine for not picking up. Right, you missed that too. Huh. Mad. Bro, I'll be fine for an Arsenal-Chelsea ticket. No worries, bro. Big up Q saying Mount has attempted 5 through balls in 20 games. Really? I'm sure he's tried more and just missed them. Is that successful attempts or just attempts? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, Gallagher would be more of a cam. More of a cam. Don't play that guy deep. Do not play that guy deep. I don't understand how this fan base has given up on Kante. For me, I'd keep him as rotation. I just don't trust his body to be fit for a full season. That's it. That's just it. As a player, on his day is still class, but we can't rely on him. He's not available enough. You know, Asby don't play in an all-time team over Ivanovic. I think it's a very fair debate to have. Azpilicueta versus Ivanovic for an all-time 11 is a very fair debate. Like, both have been unbelievable. Aspi in his prime was probably the best 1v1 defender in the world. You just didn't get past him. You couldn't. It was impossible. Ivanovic, I mean, same energy. He was unbelievable at right back. But it's a fair debate. You could have an Aspi Ivanovic debate any day of the week. Any day of the week. Lewis, can you discuss the atmosphere at the bridge gets worse year on year? I agree. Matthew Harding does do its job. I think the shed does its job as well. It's the east and west stands. But even in Matthew Harding, I think it has gone a bit quieter. The one thing I will say is if Chelsea were playing well, the atmosphere would be a lot better because fans would have something to get behind. They'd have something to feel amped up about. The shit performances, they don't help the atmosphere. They don't. So I think that plays a factor too. But it's also like Westview, turning that into hospitality has only meant that there's less seats for your working class fans and they're more likely to be chanting. Bunch of different factors. Attempted 5, 40%. Bench his ass, man. What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? Big up Citrus the King saying, I don't know about you fans. Just looking forward to Mount clapping the away fans after the game. Potter has the most overhead claps than any other manager. Now, to be fair, Potter disappears after a loss. I only see him when Chelsea win. He's got to be better at that too. He's got to be much better at that. Ivanovic, easy. Cole, Silva, Terry, and Ivanovic. I love Ivanovic, but prime Asby is crazy. Asby over Ivanovic. See, it's a massive debate. It's not as cut and dry as just Ivanovic over him, done, or Aspi over him, done. It's about your preference. It's about your preference. Whose decline was worse, though? Ivanovic. Like Aspi, we saw the decline coming from about 18, 19, and we managed it well. We got a good player out of him for 1920, 2021, but we saw the decline coming. Ivanovic went from being the best right back in the league in 14-15 to a literal traffic cone the season afterwards. I mean, basically every goal for the start of 15-16 was probably coming off the right-hand side, and it was from a mistake by Ivanovic. I mean, I saw Chelsea start a game against Norwich. Norwich kicked off, and they just booted the ball at Ivanovic, and 4 players ran at him. Like, that decline, I haven't seen a decline worse than Ivanovic. And fair play, still a Chelsea legend and everything. But, brother, that guy dropped off fast. Aspi was a lot slower. It was a lot slower. Westview, yeah, bro, 240. It was fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And that's the reason why there's less working class fans going. I think that was put in place because we have a smaller ground, so we're making less revenue per match day. So they tried to turn that into hospitality. But Westview is a bump. Westview is a fucking bump, man. All it is padded seats, overpriced food, and like some fat TV above you, just so you can get a better view of the game, even though you can literally look down and see it for yourself. Like, Westview's a bump. It's an absolute bump. Just joined, glad to see Silva staying. He also wants to help improve the new young defenders. I know that guy's going to be such a role model to the younger players, and we need that too. We need that too. Dan Petrescu, that's another great shout from the 90s. One of the first technical fullbacks that I think the Premier League's ever seen. Brilliant player for that time. Havertz is a sick player. None of your attackers ever do well. What a contradictory statement. Havertz is great, but none of your attackers do well, including your attacker, Havertz. Very confusing. Very confusing. Would you get Tammy back? Nope. Nope. Sorry. Like going from Havertz to Tammy Abraham is literally going sideways. It's that meme of, that guy ain't did nothing but step back. That's what you're doing if you're going from Havertz to Tammy. Like, there's no change. And also, by the way, there'll be some Goyam slander in about a minute or two. There we go. There we go. Doesn't skip a beat. Doesn't skip a beat. Paulo Ferreira, yeah, he's underrated. He's underrated, but I don't think he's up there with the likes of an Ivanovic or an Azpilicueta. But he deserves an honourable mention. He 100% deserves an honourable mention. He's been more than reliable for Chelsea when we needed him. And when we brought in the likes of Ivanovic and they ended up overtaking him, he still stayed as brilliant depth. Very, very good depth for us. So yeah, Ferreira, I wouldn't really put him in there as for an all-time, but I think he deserves a mention. Deserves a mention. I think that's all though. Lewis, Ivan Toney or Vlahovic? I'd take Ivan Toney. Just because I'm not too sure about the translation from Serie A to Premier League football, whereas Ivan Toney has been in the Premier League. So I do know like he'll be able to adapt to the intensity of it a lot quicker. Mikel's the most underrated. Completely agree. Aspi send off at the end of the season? Yes. Totally. What's my midfield three? Makelele, Lampard, Mount. That's my midfield three. If you know, you know. But yeah, on a serious topic though, I'd go Makelele, Lampard, SCM, just SCM. It's tight though. It's very tight. Pause. But I think that would be my midfield three. Like, you can't not have the literal guy who defined the term DM. Lampard has to be in there. And then it's just a question of who you put with him. It could be Kante, could be SCN. You could make an argument for Mikel. Ballack as well, you could say him too. I think I would lean more towards SEM. I think I'd lean more just a bit to him. Just a shame we didn't see him fit for longer. Right, yeah, link time. Time to send a link out. Be interesting discussing an all-time 11 as well with these guys. So yeah. Sending the link out and we'll see what everybody's saying. We'll see what everybody is saying. Also, big up this webcam. I thought it was actually fucked. You've managed to make it work. I feel like I'm about to jinx it and it's going to crash in a minute or two. But yeah, hit the like button, my guys. If you want to help the channel out, hit a super chat. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And big up everybody in here. Big up everybody. Cool. I think that is everyone. Yeah, I think that is everybody. Cool. Oh no, I forgot to send to Kai. Perfect. Oh shit, we got a couple donations in here as well. Eamon, DM me Instagram or Twitter. I will send you the link gladly. One sec, guys. Big up Adrian saying fans defend Havertz and Mount as if they are Drogba and Lampard reincarnated. There's no end product with these two. What do people see? When you criticize them, you're given all the reasons about the players around them. I agree. The amount of mental gymnastics that I see for the likes of Havertz and Mount is genuinely baffling. They'll say, oh, you need to play him in this position. You need to play him with these players around him. You need him to be in this sort of form. He needs to have his 8 hours of sleep. He needs to have his 3 meals a day. And he needs 4 compliments before kickoff. And then you'll see the right Mount and Havertz. It's waffle like that.
It's not even, to be fair, that's not the worst bit. Because, like, I kind of get it if you had if these say fans did it of everyone, that's what makes it worse, and that's probably the biggest problem with it is the hypocrisy of it all. These will be the same fans that booed Jorginho or gave Pulisic shit or gave Morata shit or Higuain shit or like Hazard shit during that Mourinho season where everything went wrong. These will be the same fans, but then if they did this mental gymnastics with everyone, you could kind of get it because you could just say, fair enough, they're probably just a positive guy. They're trying to see the good in all these players. Like you could hold your hands and say, fair enough, but they're not. It's not that. They're just hypocrites. They're hypocrites, and like some of them are worse. But they're just a bunch of hypocrites who just want to back these players for the sake of backing these players. That's all it is.
I think it's just more play. I've said it a couple times. It's just people wanting to wish a good player into them. You want this guy to be good, so good. You've invested so much stocks. You're just not willing to admit that the guy's washed. The guy's just dead. And if you admitted it, like, it's not like we're going to bite or we're going to say, ha, you're wrong. You're in the mud. You can never talk about football again. They're shit. No. Just admit you were wrong. There is nothing wrong with that. I ran R9 prop for a full year for that fat hippo Lukaku. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I'll hold my hands up to it every day of the week. But at least I'll admit it.
For a whole year.
That's the thing. Like
he didn't run it for a whole year.
He ran it for most of the season. But we both did for the most part. Like, I didn't run the R9 stuff, but I tried to back Lukaku as well, and it was wrong. But like I did it before. I did it with Higuain. Like when Higuain came in, I wanted it to work so badly. Bro, I just wanted it to work. Like even during that, what was the game? It wasn't Bournemouth, whatever his first game was. I was hyping this guy up for doing what Werner did, where it's like, oh, at least he made runs. I ain't seen our striker make any runs in behind in months. So I'm trying to find literally anything to back this guy because I wanted Higuain.
Now you're complaining about Kai Havertz making runs.
I know, and this is the thing. It's like I realized is like what I was doing is literally just Alex. I was doing the same thing, right? I was literally trying to find the smallest thing. I'm like, I want this guy to work so badly, and it just didn't. And it was like, that's the thing.
We treated Higuain like Havertz. He makes
like,
runs in behind. He scores against the
like,
bottom half teams. He's good, man. He's good.
I'll hold my hands up and say, like, I was wrong. Like, he was an improvement on what we had, but he was still shit. Like, I'll hold my hands up and say I was wrong to keep trying to will it into existence. But, like, that's the thing. But, like, I can accept that I was wrong about that. And I can accept I was wrong about Lukaku and that I was wrong about, like, other players. But these guys just don't want to accept it. They refuse to accept it and just judge him how they are at the moment. Which is fair.
I see the standard go down more. Like, we used to cuss out the likes of a Morata and Willian. Now they'd walk into our teams. Willian would 100%. Willian would.
Yeah, Willian would.
I don't understand what
Willian
you're
would in his
trying to.
current state.
What are you trying to accomplish? Like, why are we? If we get rid of those players, when you're saying like they will walk into this team, what's the point of this part of the sentence you just made, Lewis? What's the point of it? Like,
it shows how
bad. Saying how low we've dropped.
Okay, so like.
Oh, Victor, I'll send you a link, bro, if you're about.
And at the same time, like this, like seriously, it's not even a conversation. Like, what shit is better, William or Kai Havertz? It's seriously not even conversation. What's the point of entertaining even this kind of conversation? What's the point of entertaining Morata is better than Kai Havertz?
It shows how far our standards
in the
have
comments
fallen.
earlier. So we discussed.
Also, it shows how far our standards have fallen. Where it's like these are guys that weren't good enough when they played for us. We cussed them out. Like, well, I say cussed them out. We criticized them the same way we're doing, probably even more so in some instances with like Willian and Morata than we do at the moment. But they, in their current state as well. I'm not even talking about when they were here. Willian in his current state makes this team, gets into our team ahead of some of these players. And that's the problem.
Right
is
now,
we didn't accept it then. We didn't accept it then, rightly so. But why are we accepting it now?
Anyway, I just like I think it's the moot point conversation. Like, there's.
Yeah, Adrian, big up for the donation. Anyway, my guy, big up. West Ham, Chelsea. What is everyone feeling though? Do we feel a sense of optimism?
My mate at work is a West Ham fan, and we're not getting piped. I literally said to him, we were talking about yesterday. I literally went to him. It's probably going to be 0-0.
I feel a draw.
I mean, another clean sheet. Small baby steps.
As long as we're making progression, man. And for me, clean sheet 0-0, it's still a progression, man.
Trust the project. Let's go. It's just about the lineup. It's just about the lineup for me.
Another thing I heard you waffling when you were talking by yourself, Lewis, is like, that's what I was saying. Why sell Jorginho if you want Enzo higher? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you want Enzo to be playing beside him, or you want Enzo to play higher? You didn't answer the question the guy was asking you. The guy question was, why we're not using, even though the question is stupid, I agree, but you used it stupid analogy towards it. When the guy asked you about, he's like, why not playing, what's his name, Blood Mount as a defensive midfielder so Enzo can go up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your answer was, that's what I was. Why we sell Jorginho? Because Jorginho could do that. And my point to you, would you hold on a second? In what world, when Jorginho is gonna be good by himself? Please answer me.
Okay, so then play them two together, no?
I was going to say,
but that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. And again, I will.
Why not play Gallagher as a DM?
Yeah, why not play Gallagher as a DM? It's the question about. A question was, why not play Gallagher as DM? And you brought it. Why not? Why we saw Jorginho? Because he could play DM and Enzo could go higher, which I agree. Enzo is better as higher, but it doesn't improve that Jorginho is going to be there by himself.
It would be better than Gallagher playing as the DM.
No. That's not the question. I want to know why you brought up that guy as the answer. What he actually doesn't help. Another thing is in the same conversation. What's the biggest problem with Jorginho playing beside every midfielder beside Jorginho playing?
You tell me.
They have to be close to Jorginho. They have to be close. So what's the point of even Enzo playing beside Jorginho if he has to be gonna be close to him? Still not going forward.
Probably would be better in possession.
No, I agree with you. It's better than what there is. But to say that that's like, I don't understand why we sold him, and like that will be the saved of the saved of the season if we would have kept him. It wouldn't improve nothing. It will literally be the same thing as of right now, without 20
so you
million.
wouldn't see any improvement in our midfield.
Any.
We wouldn't be better in
Non-zero.
possession.
Non-zero.
Have better passing. No.
Non-zero. For one specific reason. You keep forgetting one thing. That Jorginho is not the only thing that he cannot play by himself as DM. That's not. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, he can. No, he can't play by himself as DM. The problem, another one is the other players, midfielders that beside him, playing beside him, let's say in double pivot, they still cannot go all the way forward because Jorginho likes the players to be close to him so he can redirect the ball. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, the position where Enzo will end up, it's still not high enough for his best position if he will play with Jorginho.
But would it still not be better?
No, because I think Jorginho what's his name? Enzo by himself and as a DM, one single DM he played against really good physical Fulham, and he did his job as a single DM. I think the benefits of him even do the single DM with some capable better midfielders than Mount and what's his name and Blundmount, it will be more beneficial than play those two.
So that would be more beneficial, like with the midfielders we have available, or if we had
yes,
full
with midfield we have available, not Blundmount and not Mount. I will say, for example,
Chukwuemeka and Hall.
Yeah, even that, even though Hall I don't think so.
Than, like, let's say Jorginho, Enzo, and one of the two.
Yeah, I don't think it will be. Yeah. Again, because look, what's his name? The thing that people keep forgetting about, Jorginho likes to play beside the other players. The other players do not directly keep going forward because of Jorginho. They wait for him because he wants to pass it. Like I said, when did you see? If anybody wants to watch the Enzo, what I was really surprised what Enzo did the last game is when Enzo had the ball sometimes in defensive mid, he not only made those passes between the players, he actually made them. He lobbed them into the center midfield higher up the pitch. You see what I'm saying? He didn't try to put a pass between the players. He even lobbed them, but it's still in the midfield. It wasn't to the forward line. He put it in the midfield. And I don't see that when Jorginho is playing because he prefers to players to be really close to him. And this is why I have problem with Mount and Kai Havertz. They too close. They observe the same space. That's why. So for me, Enzo and Jorginho will have same problem in the lower part of the field. They occupy small space, and there's gonna be big gap between the midfield and the forward line. That's all it is. Of course, some games could be beneficial, but throughout the rest of the season, I don't see it as a help.
Fair enough. Right, big up Idace saying Miz spot on yesterday. Big accounts English bias is a huge factor into Chelsea's toxicity problem. Superiority complex too. What big accounts though? Because like most accounts I see are saying that they want Mount and Gallagher benched. So I'm not too sure with that one. There might be some that want him to start, like I know there are. And like if you want to talk about it from a match going perspective, of course a lot of them still rate Mason Mount. But big account bias, I'm not too sure about that, my friend. Most of the accounts I see, they all want Mount benched. All of them. President Jafar also says West Ham versus Chelsea with the real David Moyes. Please stand up. Oh dear. David's also saying this agenda is way too much. Statistics literally show that the pivot with the best defense and attacking stats is the Jorginho pivot, and we also have eyes. I mean, I still think we would have been a lot better if we kept him, but like Alex is correct. The guy has left. Have to just leave it as that. But we move. Eamon, well, what were you saying, my guy? You all good? Welcome to the streams, my friend.
What's up, man? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you all good. We can hear you.
Okay. I'm new here. I've been a Chelsea fan since Drogba was around, but honestly, like you saw my comment, that should be the front four up there, and then obviously when Zakaria comes back, you throw him down there with Enzo in the double pivot, and they can work together because it's Zakaria. He was showing that he was world class before he got hurt. He was just starting to fit in. So, but I feel like once Potter gets everyone, back, we'll be all right.
I mean, I guess like we have to wait and see on that one. Like as of right now, we've got to look at what we have now. Your front four, I agree. Mudryk, what was it? Madueke on the right, Felix in the middle, Fofana up top. That should be our front four.
I think Datro has so much to give. Like he did, it's just better movement than Havertz. It's repetitive, but he came in for what, like 20, not even 15 minutes against Fulham, and he looked good. I mean, he got a shot off, which it's just better than what I feel Havertz has to offer. I feel like you can bring him in. He should be a shadow striker. He can't play alone.
I think Mount will play right wing.
Mount?
What? Who play what?
Mount will play right wing.
That's so.
Oh God, kill me!
He'll play right wing and he'll still find himself next to Mudryk on the left wing.
If he does, I have no sympathy for Potter.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah, you're reaching.
Now with Felix back, it doesn't make sense.
I was going to say if Mount does play, and God forbid, the only place he can play is as a number 10. If he plays anywhere else, it's literally him trying to force him into a spot. That's all it is. Anywhere else other than number 10, even number 10 to an extent, number 10 to an extent is forcing him in. But like if he plays anywhere other than number 10, you're just trying to force him in now.
He'll bench Felix tomorrow.
Pick up guys.
Mount on the wing. Do you know the way my stomach just churned hearing that?
He'll play Mount in the 10 tomorrow. He'll bench Felix. Felix will come in the second half for Mount in the 70th
We're gonna
minute.
get our revenge, yeah. We're gonna get our 3 points,
Felix
yeah.
off the bench. Yo, everything you're saying at the game is literally about to make me go Potter out.
Have you
Like,
seen the way that Felix has been? Have you guys been watching like the training sessions? Felix has been amazing. Like he's cooking them. He's cooking.
Yeah, that's training, mate. Mount
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is what's wild. Like the front four you said is exactly the best front four that you can put out in terms of what it means for everyone else. Because like Felix works best, or his best periods in his career when he was playing as a second striker off a proper number 9, which Fofana is. Then you look at Mudryk, his best moments is when he's able to get high up the pitch to be able to take players 1v1, which having a player like Felix, who won't take up the same space and will occupy other players, can do for him. Mount and Havertz don't feature in this game. Like, they shouldn't, because they don't help anyone else.
That's your logic. That's your logic.
Do you reckon? So do you reckon any of them will feature tomorrow? One of them.
Yeah, Mount is playing 100%.
And Kai Havertz.
Yes.
Yeah, I would expect them to feature tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully, man. 3 points. 3 points. London Stadium. 3 points.
3 points. He stinks like a 0-0. This absolutely smells like a 0-0.
That's not the energy.
I'm sorry, I don't take the same drug as you are, man.
Low-key, West Ham are on better form than us in 2023. I think they've won 3 and drawn 2. So
I think they drew their last game. They drew 1-1.
Big up Bradley as well. Hi, my mate. Hope you're all good. Love for the love, my friend. Big up, bro. Big up. Sorry, who was speaking, by the way? I interrupted.
No, I just said that West Ham drew their last game 1-1. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Let me get their last 6 games up, because I know it's 3 wins, 2 draws, and a loss, but I didn't see who they played. Also, I see a few people in the comments asking for the link, and we haven't got a lot of people in, so links in the chat. Roll through if you want to talk football. No stupidness, though, because I will kick out people quick. Right, say drew to Newcastle 1-1. Beat Derby 2-0. Beat Everton 2-0. That was Lampard's tax and all of that, but big up Super Frank. Lost to Wolves, mad. Beat Brentford. Drew to Leeds. Lost to Brentford and lost to Arsenal. Okay. So there's Newcastle, and that's about it, really. Brentford, they beat. That was in the cup. I don't know if
you look at the game, if we replace us and West Ham in those games, are we beating them or losing? The teams that West Ham's drawn and lost to.
Newcastle,
lose to Newcastle.
Probably not beating.
Yeah, lost.
Everton under Lampard, we should be winning that one. Like, come on, we should be winning that one. Wolves,
we'll lose that.
Yeah, we should be beating Wolves.
No, away. He's away from home. We'll lose.
We should still be beating Wolves. Leeds, let me not even talk after that United game. Let me not bother. Brentford, no, we wouldn't beat them. Arsenal, we wouldn't beat them. Fulham, we wouldn't beat them.
So we similar form then. Oh, they're probably better than us, like you said.
Slightly better.
Recently.
Because like West Ham drew to Newcastle. I don't know if we're doing that.
Yeah, we're getting pumped by Newcastle. I can't lie.
God knows.
As long as it doesn't end like last year's game at the London Stadium.
No, last year was Mendy. Mendy literally cost us that game.
Oh my god!
No. That was a whole team disaster class. I didn't forget Havertz's 2 big chances missed.
Yeah, but
Jorginho,
when
disaster
Lukaku,
class.
as soon as Lukaku came on, the game changed.
Rudiger got battered by Jared Bowen.
Mount actually played well that game.
AC, we still stayed strong.
Mendy is winning to go out too much.
What was that?
I think if you watch the
Sorry,
go on.
No, I just said Mendy's starting is never good. You know, I mean, like you see that goal, he was out way too much. I don't know. But
we were winning comfortably in that game, and then he gave that penalty away. That literally changed the whole game. We were comfortable in that game. If you remember,
Oliver, AC had Antonio in a spliff. I won't hear this BS. That is a lie. That is a straight lie.
Yeah, that's a lie. Actually,
we stayed with a W. AC Hive didn't lose that game. Chelsea did.
No, 100%. AC and Mount.
Yeah. Mount was on a madness. Ziyech as well. That ping for Mount for the fucking Mount goal was ridiculous.
Oh, it was sexy. It was so sexy. Yeah.
If Mount and Havertz start tomorrow, John Terry might have to pay Potter's wife a visit and have Potter rate his performance afterwards. Boy,
that's insane.
Fucking hell, bruv.
Jeez.
People come up with this shit.
How did John Terry get into this one? Oh dear. John Terry likes to play. Abdi, sorry, my friend. Gallagher does look like he's set to start with Enzo Fernandez in midfield, which I don't really understand, but whatever.
Cover's not fit. Zachariah's not fit, but yeah.
Like when I say like the Bermuda Triangle can't start, it's more I don't want Mount and Havertz to start over anything.
Of course, yeah.
Gallagher's been poor too, but he hasn't played as much. Mount and Havertz, literally, you can't take them out of the lineup.
But there's always Chucky. Chucky's been. I mean, he can play that double pivot next to Enzo. I mean, at least I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say that. I think he can too, but I think he's played 10 primarily most of his career. I think that's why Potter doesn't want to play him there. But we'll see if he starts ahead of Mount tomorrow. I was saying in another chat earlier, you move Reece James into that DM position, but you can't experiment in a game like that. And then you let Chalobah play the right back. Yeah, you can do that.
I don't think Reece is not good in midfield. Like he tried it before. Reece ain't not good in midfield. I think he should just stick to what he's actually really good at and just playing right back.
You're also wasting Reece.
Yeah, we tried Gallagher in the
Is there a
remember the Leeds game?
Yeah, and then the last game as well, Fulham. It's just because he has no other option. Except he plays Loftus Cheek, and we all can agree that Loftus Cheek's not it. So.
Don't bite my head off here, guys. Yeah, but is there a possibility in the future we can retrain Reece James as a new Joshua Kimmich? Is there a possibility?
Retrain?
Yeah, as a midfielder, like a Kimmich.
I mean, I guess so, but like, why would we do that when he's already so good as a right back?
Yeah, we're gonna do that
because he's so good offensively. Why would you take that away from? Kimmich goes up, but Reece James.
The only reason why I say is that Kimmich started as a right back, moving into that midfield. I can see similar patterns with Reece James. Maybe it's too premature to say early, but I could see a possibility in the future.
I think Reece is much better out wide than in midfield. I think when he has space out wide, he plays.
He's much better. Yeah, let's just keep him there.
Too strong and quick.
The reason why they did this to Kimmich, not because he's good at going forward, because he's good defensively. He wasn't moved there because of the good going forward, for the offensive reasons. They had the wingers that fullbacks that better going forward than him, but not the defending. So they changed him in the midfield based off his defensive skills, not offensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you compare two players, I mean, you wouldn't change Hakimi to a DM, would you? It doesn't make sense.
Is that you wouldn't move Trent?
Do you understand what defensive? For example, it will be easier if you will make Azpilicueta defense in the midfield because he's good defensive. In the midfield, not offensively. So your point with Hakimi, I don't understand that point at all because Hakimi, first of all, not even.
No, I was comparing him to Reece James. They're the same kind of profile, don't you say?
No, not even close.
No, they're not close. No.
They play in the same position at back three. Dude, cut your mic off if you.
Who's coughing, bro? Go and mute my guy.
Hakimi was a winger, exactly. His best is that's not the same. That's not good conversation. But I'm saying James is defensive. Me, I don't see it either because it's more demanding, and I don't want him even there either.
Yeah, we'll just keep him to right back.
Yeah, I think centre back. You can play him as a centre back.
Yeah, probably better as a centre back than.
It's better as a centre back. Yeah.
Big Ram says, listen to the press conference. I think Zakaria and Fofana should be back too soon for Kovacic. Not sure why people thought otherwise. I didn't really think any of them would be back. I just thought in spite of that, like, rotate where it needs to be rotated.
I heard the press conference. They don't ask real questions. Like, they ask him a bunch of questions about Man City. That was just pointless. And then there's the first guy went on about, what do you think about Todd Bowley liking a tweet slandering Kukurea? Like, who cares?
Bro, if you ask the tough questions, they just won't send you back. Simple as that.
Yeah. I want to hear questions like, what's his philosophy? I'd never heard anyone ask him what does Potter actually want to achieve with his team.
They just ask the questions that are best for the media and gets more clicks.
Yeah, like the Super League and all that nonsense.
They never asked about
Mount. They have to be smart about it all.
Yeah.
I think dominating headlines, isn't it? What's the dominating headlines this week? Super League and Man City, innit?
Yeah.
Super League, Man City. I'm surprised they didn't ask if Mount and Havertz was going to start.
They should.
They should.
They should, yeah.
And if he will say, I don't answer those kind of questions. What kind of stupid question? It's the waste of the question.
No, you can say, they're in bad form. Why did they keep starting? What's wrong with that?
No. They asked him about Cucurella. They asked him about what does he think Cucurella's performance has been down. So he explained he had personal issues. They could ask him as well about
they ask him when he wasn't playing, not when he was playing.
No, they asked him. They said the fans are not happy with Cucurella. They literally said that.
Yeah, they asked him today.
Oh, you watched it
today?
Yeah, that's him today. Yeah,
that's a good question. Okay, that's a good question.
I don't think Cucurella is the problem.
Someone hinted at him having personal problems after Fulham's game after he got subbed off.
Yeah, Cucurella has had off the pitch issues.
Yeah,
but he's been playing since that report came out. Though he's been playing a lot. To be fair, Liverpool game and then this last game and then the one in between. So
he did get benched for Palace, didn't he? They played Lewis Hall on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was before the Liverpool game, right? Yeah.
It just seems to me Cucurella can't defend.
He's stiff. He looks a little stiff. Like he doesn't look as quick as he looked with Brighton to me.
Yeah.
Fans that say I'd rather play injured Chilwell over Cucurella don't cry when he gets re-injured again.
Yeah, no, that can't happen because he's going to get injured right away. Yeah.
Then the same thing. You rushed him again.
Yeah.
That's why even with Reece James, it's like you can start him if you want because you've already started him against Fulham, but I still wouldn't give him a full 90.
Do you guys think
bring him
Chili's
on in
gonna
the
start?
second half, bring
Give
on
him
Chalobah
60,
or
right?
something.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Chili's gonna start?
No.
No.
Nah.
Possibly.
I would prefer him
possibly.
to, just because he get a better start to the game. You know,
We all prefer, but
really
like
look a bit flat. We didn't do
for
anything.
the match fitness. do you think he's gonna
I'll rather have Lewis Hall and then play Chalobah right back. At least have one attacking fullback and one defensive fullback.
He'll get 20 minutes max.
I can see that. Yeah. But I think Kova's gonna come off the bench as well.
What do you mean Chalobah right back? What's going on with Rhys James?
I don't, especially that Fulham game. I don't think he's ready. I think they rushed him too early.
They did, but now he's had a bit of game time. He's a bit more sharp.
And he had a week
of for the Fulham game. But now he's had a bit more game time. You might as well.
I think
there's a Champions League on Wednesday too.
No, it's next week. It's the week after.
Even if you give him 60 minutes, if he comes off,
the game is in a week and a half.
Yeah, it's not this Wednesday. The Wednesday after.
No, it's on the 15th. It is this week.
It is
this week.
Oh yeah, it's this
14th. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I think people just need to stop.
Valentine's Day is on 14, not 15.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. I'm saying I remember it.
Valentine is coming. Where's your girlfriend?
I would just give Reece like 60 minutes and take him back off.
Give him 60 minutes. Yeah, take him off at 60.
Yeah, I think people just romanticizing about Chilwell. They forget all the bad passes, the out of position.
He did the madness in the last game against Fulham, lost the possession so easily.
So easy,
He passed it to the guy right in his feet, and just got countered. And he had to almost got the yellow. The reason he didn't get the yellow is because he just came in on a pitch.
I have no problem.
Seriously, people had the memory of the goldfish around here.
Exactly.
Thinking that Chilwell is miles better. I was like, maybe there's a form involved, but nah. How many times he was... Nah.
Endlessly run into midfield with the ball. Or passing back especially that pass back, it really annoys me. He never looked forward. Always pass back to the centre back. Chilwell. Ben Chilwell.
Chilwell's stiff as shit in attack. Like, he is.
Hey, I have a question, yeah. Would you man allow Chilwell go to City if Matson gets a run at games?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Especially if we get 60 to 70 mil.
Matson got a player of the championship for January.
Yeah, so did Gallagher. 3 times more than Matson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Palace.
I didn't even know that.
Gallagher got 3 season performance from each club he was on loan.
Player of the season.
Player of the season.
Yeah, he did.
At least we know it's the championship.
See, when people like to just fart with their mouth when they say that.
No, Matson's actually been good though. I can't lie.
So did Gallagher. Was actually really good for the past 3 seasons, but now we're ready to shoot him.
There's a big old difference.
Gallagher was actually decent last season for Palace. You can't lie. He was actually good for them.
It's not about whether
the 2 seasons before that.
It's not about being just decent. It's about, do they fit with what we want to do? You're right. Gallagher was decent last season, but he also, the way that they played, Palace played, is not the same way we play.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's true.
The way that Burnley are playing under Company and the way that I've seen Matson play, I think he can work with what we're trying to do in this system. That's the biggest difference.
I'm sorry, Scott. I don't trust you. You think that there was a lot of things that Chelsea could have done better, but we didn't.
Gallagher's a good player. He's just not good enough for Chelsea. That's how I see it.
Well,
doesn't fit at all.
Not saying. Look, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying stop with this thing when people saying, "Oh my God, he's the player of the season on loan." At the same time, you're ready to shoot person that we have in the team right now who won better than what Matson did.
That's fair. That's completely fair. I get that.
No,
Championship
I wouldn't
Premier
put him in
League
the
is
starting
completely
lineup. I was
different.
just saying that he could be good depth for us.
You see,
100%.
again, let me tell you a story. It's the poem that I like to play. Was Gallagher ever supposed to be a starter for Chelsea this season?
No, not starter, but at least off the
Okay,
bench.
thank you for proving my point. He's supposed to have odd minutes on the pitch, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes there. That's how do you introduce a young person into the team that play different style, right, Scott? Do you just start them?
We have injuries though. We have to start him. To be fair.
You see what I'm saying? So no, you do not start the player from different. Like, okay, I understand that he played differently in Crystal Palace. That's why when you bring him into Chelsea, you don't play them same way that you played immediately. You let him adjust to the system. Let him understand. 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, some cup competition there. That's how you do it. But no, we short in the midfield. We short with players, plus we short with quality players. And the third, we short of players in the midfield by injuries. So you have to start those kind of young players. But no, you don't have patience to wait because you have to have top four. You have to have progression. And you're ready to get the firing squad if you see him on the street. So yeah, don't talk to me about Matson or whatever until you're going to take admitted that he shouldn't be starting for Chelsea. Like
No one said
Wolves Hall.
No, I just said
literally, no one said he should be starting.
I think it should be depth.
You're pulling words out of nowhere.
No
one said he should be starting.
Okay.
No one
do you
said he
want?
should be
Hold on a second. Do you want Gallagher at Chelsea right now?
No, I don't.
And any kind of thing. No. You see, that proves my point. What's the point?
It doesn't prove anything. I've told you why I don't want Gallagher here, and your point is that he shouldn't be playing a lot. That's not my issue. My issue is he doesn't fit, regardless of whether he's playing 5 minutes or 50. Like he doesn't fit what we're trying to play.
You see, Victor Moses was the winger, and he became defensive winger.
Oh yeah, cool.
What's his name?
How did that work? How did that work?
What's his name? Kimmich. People saying Kimmich. Kimmich was the right back, and he became one of best defensive midfielders. Shit happens when you transition them.
Do you know why that can happen, Alex? Because of certain attributes that have the transition well. You're talking about a guy that is not good on the ball, doesn't lift his head up, runs into cul-de-sacs, and you're trying to play him in a position.
Imagine the guy that plays.
No other option. Okay, cool. You can keep telling me about Gallagher and the other. And I'll keep
telling these guys can improve.
I've even said before, he is a decent player. He doesn't fit. That's all it is. He does not fit.
Do you think that these guys can improve?
Yes. Are they going to improve on the areas? Bro, we've said the same thing about Mount now for 4 years. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, or 3 years, whatever it is.
And I gave you exactly the same problem with Mount. I blame Chelsea for ruining him because Chelsea has the same problem what actual blunt month is going to be happening. You put the young kid that didn't supposed to be a starter as a starter. And you actually put him. Plus, we won the Championship League. I don't think it's Chelsea's fault, but I can actually see the head growing on the kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of both.
I'm done with talking about Mount. I've talked about Mount legit earlier. Get called a fake fan if I say anything bad about him. So.
You fake fan? What did you say?
Yeah. No, I just say if he doesn't perform until the end of the season, sell him if he's asking for 300k a week. And they get called a fake fan, get called a glory hunter.
What?
In the beginning. So hold on a second. That's not a beginning. Beginning is when he first came to Chelsea, man. That's not a beginning. Hmm? What do you mean when you said beginning? Sell him from the Mount Brothers, whatever your kid's name is. When you say I was saying from the beginning, when you say that kind of thing, people means, unless my English is that bad, that yes, if you think that Mount was bad from the beginning, that means that from the year of Lampard. If that's what you mean, that you've been selling him since the Lampard, props to you. You saw the future. That's the only way you say that I've been saying it from the beginning. But you've been saying it from the beginning of the season, right?
Mount Brothers, that's for you, bro.
Wait, I didn't say anything about Ben. I'm giving him to the end of the season.
No,
I didn't say anything about beginning.
I've been saying from the beginning of the season.
I did not say that.
Okay, never mind. It's my mistake then.
Yeah.
Who said you're a fake fan for that though?
No, I go live on like TikTok and stuff.
Oh, the comments.
If I say anything about him, I get from the Mount stands, I get called a fake fan. That's just how it is. I'm so dumb with that.
That's sad. That's sad from Chelsea fans. I don't like, no matter how much you don't like, no matter what you think of Chelsea or any other opinion. You see, sometimes I think Scott think is shit, but that doesn't mean that he's fake fan or he doesn't have right for his opinion. That's the way he sees football. I see football differently. We both could be right.
Your own ways.
Or you both could be wrong.
Oh, we both exactly.
That's the way
that's the fact of it.
And right or wrong, it doesn't make you any less of a fan.
Look, do you know how many times I've been how many times I've been wrong on a player that I thought it was going to be good, versus how many times I would have First of all, I was never into the transfer windows in the first place, but I was hyped. Bakayoko was going to be at Chelsea. I was so freaking hyped.
I thought that guy was the next second coming.
I thought he's Yaya Toure. I thought he was Yaya Toure.
I was sold a dream.
Yeah, even the first few games, like Bakayoko was balling out. I thought, all right, cool, got our Matic replacement right there. Then we gave him his chance, and it all went downhill.
Yeah.
Khatarian says Jude Bellingham prefers Liverpool to Chelsea after being unconvinced by the Chelsea project.
Okay. That's a good source.
Cool, man.
CF prefers Liverpool to Chelsea.
Yeah, who's the source? CF Bayern?
Christian Folk.
Christian Folk, yeah, it's a good source. So that's probably real. Shit.
I don't know, because he tried to make some rumors about fucking what's his name? The Germany coach.
Oh,
Doesn't Bellingham support
Liverpool? Hansi Flick. He was trying to
Flick.
say that he's going to be the next replacement for Potter, but it was all just
Pete,
opinionated.
I can't lie.
I think he was just there to watch Havertz for Germany.
He was just there to watch.
Literally, I was gonna say, that would crack me up because like people go, "Oh, he's there for a reason." Yeah, to watch his starting striker, like his starting international.
Is there any international game scheduled soon? So you're watching him?
Yeah,
in a month. There's international.
Yeah, in a month.
Yeah, March.
And I think Neuer's injured. I think Neuer might be injured.
Neuer is
more sense.
Yeah,
maybe he's looking for Kepa as the starting for Germany.
He could be there to watch terrific football. London's a nice place.
That's what he's going to watch.
Yeah, terrific football. You come to Chelsea.
Come on.
That's your L if you do that, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know
to watch Ben Leno.
I want to see the comments on that post. It's probably like hella funny.
He came to watch Ben Leno.
Mate, he just watched TV.
Watched Havertz. Probably disappointed in both.
Why doesn't he just watch Havertz on the TV?
He came to watch Ben Leno, end up watching George Leno. What's his name? Comedian.
Yeah, John Lennon.
He went to watch Leno and he had a shot on target until like the 70th minute.
Neuer's out for the season, so they need a goalkeeper. So
he needs to go to the next Fulham game. That wasn't the right game.
All I can tell you tomorrow front three will be Mount, Felix, Havertz, and one of the brothers, the new signings are going to be dropped.
You'll hear of a suicide in the lower tier of the away end.
I'm telling you, Mount is playing right wing.
It's either Mudryk is going to be dropped or Felix is going to be dropped.
Yes, Mount is playing right wing tomorrow. I guarantee.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you lot got that.
What is this, man?
If Mount plays, I'll actually throw up.
Wow.
So I won't watch.
Wow.
No, you gotta watch.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do shit, man. You're gonna be watching like the rest of it.
It's like unless you're in American time and it's like 4 a.m. I don't.
Every time you win the ball, I close my eyes.
If you can throw up on the schedule without the twink pixels in your mouth to throw up, you need to see the doctor, man. But that's number one. Number two. You know how many people said if Trump wins the presidency, we're going to move to Canada? Guess how many of them actually moved?
0.
Exactly.
I just don't want to watch Mount tomorrow.
Well, don't watch it, man. Don't throw up, though.
Might score a hat-trick.
I'll watch just to make fun of the man stance when he drops another clanger.
No, I will be cheering. I want them to win. I don't care who starts. I still want them to win. I don't care if Mount starts. I will criticize after the game, but
I'll
I
just
will
close my
support
eyes.
Mount during the game. Close your eyes and watch the game. You,
No, and every time he gets on the
whoever
ball,
said you fake fan,
no,
you deserve the
Every
fuck.
time he's on the ball, I'll close my eyes and then I don't have to watch him. As soon as this ball from away from him, I'm fine.
Yeah,
do a
fake
madness-
fan.
he might
Look,
do a
the
madness.
guy that says that somebody called him fake fan, and now he's saying he's gonna close his eyes when he watches
Yeah,
the Chelsea.
I'll close my eyes when
Hey,
I
You
watch
hold
him.
that, man.
Mount does on a
preempted
football pitch for
failure.
90 minutes. I don't blame him. He's following his idol.
No, it's a starting 11. I will cheer for Mount, Kai Havertz, for whoever Potter if he's gonna run. I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna scream at him. I want them to win. Then the final whistle is coming, and I don't like what I saw. I will be bloody mad.
Bashing, yeah.
Just
It's
Mount
it.
fans,
But
Mount
until
fans have given
then,
me a headache.
Until
really
then,
have.
for 90 minutes, I'm gonna be the Mount's biggest supporter, Kai Havertz's biggest supporter. I'm gonna be the biggest supporter whoever's on the pitch.
You're gonna back them.
Yeah,
I'm not sitting there in the game just like thinking I can't wait till Havertz misplaces a pass.
Exactly. Like
No,
what
No, I
kind
want
him
him
thing
to
are
play
you?
well. I want to
we want
fucking
to play
win.
well. Exactly.
Obviously, I
That
want
is
him to play
bullshit.
well. It's just the amount of times I've heard that man's name in the past 24 hours is giving me a bloody headache. That
So-
one
Watch
man.
tomorrow.
Blame
and
Potter.
Fill your eyes on him.
For
When he
90
gets that
minutes,
ball,
for 90 minutes,
get
you
on
get
him.
for 90 minutes. For 90 minutes, you're gonna be thinking of that 24 hours, not for 90 minutes looking forward. That's sad,
No.
man.
I'll probably wake up and I'll be all right, but right now I'm depressed over it.
Of course, everybody's depressed. Did you see us on the league table?
Mate,
All freaking
the amount
depressed.
of times I've seen the word 9th, 10th, I would be a billionaire if I got a pound every time I've seen that.
You see, like people thinking like if these players don't play, I'm like, my God, man, this is spoiled, man. Remember when Chelsea was before Abramovich, man? It was horrible sometimes to watch. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Big up Adrian saying we should raid the women's team for Emma Hayes, Lauren James, Sam Kerr, and Sophie Ingle. Yeah, the women's
remember,
team was
long time ago, a prophecy was said. I would like to see Emma Hayes as a Chelsea men's team manager, but I was like, oh, you try to be woke. Like what?
Was that Kai?
No, that was Alex. Yeah, Alex, good stuff. Credit to you.
No, I meant
want
Kai.
Emma-
You said he was woke because that sounds so Kai.
No, it was actually Nick Blue.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, Kai wasn't far away from it. He said something about umbrella drinks, but never mind.
Umbrella drip. Not even gonna open that one.
I
Fuck
just
that.
think there is a difference between Emma Hayes and Potter
Emma's
in
actually
the
assertive.
conversation.
She's actually assertive.
What's the difference?
The way she's applied Chelsea as a club to engraved in that team's association. Like you need to get into your head.
She had like multiple years to do that, right?
So
like, I'm not saying she's a bad coach or have like anything against her as a manager, but trying to say that she was going to be better than Potter in terms of that stuff when Potter's had like 7 months, 8 months. Like, judge it after 3 years if we're going to do the same thing with Emma Hayes. Like, Emma Hayes had 3
first
years.
of all, did I say anything about replacing or anything comparing?
I just get tired of this idea that Emma Hayes would do so much better when she'd do well, but this idea that she will do so much better when everything that Potter's having to do, or everything that most managers have to do, is she had to do. She went 2 years without winning everything, had a massive overhaul with the squad. Some of the stuff that she did as well in terms of like the mentality coach, she did that as well. The shit that Potter's getting laughed at for doing, she did as well. I'm just getting tired of the whole bullshit.
Okay.
It's not necessarily aimed at you.
Let me ask you.
No.
No. I don't. First of all, I didn't say replacing Potter with her. I've never said it. I'm just saying that how much Emma Hayes videos recently came out, it just proves my point. What I said 2 years ago, even 3 years. When Lampard wasn't appointed, I wanted her appointed before I wanted Lampard to be appointed. That's what I wanted. That's number one. What I was trying to say. I wanted to get my flowers cut, but you didn't get that. You just gave me thorns instead of flowers. Thank you for that. I remember you still want me to suffer. I remember that, Scott. But let me get you. Let me ask you a question.
It will be. I do think as long as if and when she gets a job in men's football, as long as they give her the right respect, she'll be a fantastic manager.
What I was trying to say is, for example, the reason why those videos start to show is one specific reason. You brought up the conversation, what she does with the players in overhaul when she had the 2-year season without winning anything. I remember that season. But do you understand why she had to rehold that players?
Because the team was
because players were not performing, and she wasn't afraid of them being replaced and benching them. There was a couple of women players that actually been benched, and they would like. My point about what videos that comes out, it's exactly when the player doesn't perform, bench him. And I don't think she has a fear of not doing it. You see what I'm saying? With this manager, I think he actually has a fear of dropping him. This is my personal opinion. I think Potter afraid there's only one thing. He likes Mount. He knows he does not his best. He understands that he's not at his best. He knows that he's good player the way he likes him. He rates Mount, don't get me wrong. Otherwise, we will not offer him contract. If he did not want him, he will not offer him contract. That's what you should understand in this. But the biggest thing is he still starts them. He's still starting him. That's what's the problem. And I think Emma will actually drop him. Do you think she would have dropped him versus Potter?
She might do. She probably would do. She probably have more.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to bring it up.
That's the only thing of like, yeah, that's the only thing that pisses me off with Potter. Or like the thing that pisses me off with Potter most of all. And I can see sort of what you're saying in terms of like almost being afraid or like kind of picking him out of like.
Uncle Jester, maybe you should start talking about the women's team more. Maybe your views will start growing.
If you don't like it, don't watch, fam. Like, it's relating to Chelsea. So, like, if you don't like it, don't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like with the thing, like that's the thing. It's like I don't know if it's favoritism is the right word, but like I get what you mean. Where it's like he's almost like Mount is almost like in with him, so it's like that's what's pissing me off. And that's where like if Mount fucking starts tomorrow, I'm sorry, like. I ain't gonna be Potter out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think he. Who's the fraud, Uncle Jester?
If Potter actually wants to be the center of his team,
you know what? 40 hasn't said anything, so I'm gonna bounce him. Big up yourself, 40 though. Love
you understand what I'm saying, Scott? It's not about the like. It's not about what's the name that how she will be a manager of Chelsea. That's not what I was trying to say. I said I want my flowers because that's what I wanted to do because we were transfer banned then.
I think you're talking more in general.
No. Of course, it's going to be a big transition for her. And I would not want her to be on that kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think she'll start off lower league first, you know, when she gets into the men's game.
I can see her, what I was trying to say, I can see her in this specific situation with Mount. I don't think she will be afraid of dropping him versus Potter.
Are you on crack? Did you smoke something this morning? You think a female coach is going to come into a men's team and drop the team favorite to the bench?
Why not?
That's going to be her first thing she does.
No.
It's not going to freaking happen.
One at a time, guys.
It will not happen.
I think it would. I think she has more kahunas than Potter in this scenario.
It's just Potter needs to grow some and realize that he's not good enough and drop him. That's what Potter needs to do.
But yeah, Justice, why wouldn't she?
Yeah, why wouldn't she for Justice?
Squeal like a pig.
First women's coach ever in the Premier League, ever, to coach a men's team. And she's going to rock the boat the first thing she does coming in. Because the dressing room is going to be all screwed up already. No, you would not do that.
Jester, how many rocking of the boat you don't see this season with Chelsea? We went for relegation, for changing of the ownership. That boat is rocking, baby.
No, you don't understand.
It's been rocking. It's still rocking
Because-
right now.
I don't know. I feel like that's all subjective. She could easily go in there, see one training session, be like, "You're
No.
shit. You ain't
I'm
playing
not-
for me."
no,
She could go. I ain't doing this because I'm not going to be the one that's going to be the lightning rod my first freaking week at work.
Gesture. That's not what I'm
That
saying.
is-
I
that-
wasn't.
Because she would be the
No,
the
I'm
measuring
saying if
stick
she would.
for every women's coach after that. So she's not going to go in there and just freaking plow through the thing.
Gesture. That's not even what we are saying. I'm not. Who said that it was gonna be her first day at work and she'll drop mount? I'm saying if she would be in a position.
She'll drop out.
Why are people?
Yeah, if she no, I'm saying if she was as long at the Chelsea as Potter from the beginning of the
7
season,
months?
pretty much.
Yeah, the 7 months. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she would have dropped him.
Based on what?
Based on how I see she's actually doing it with the female players.
Did you understand that in the female game, there is a clear line between good players and bad players, and there's not in between? You're either good or bad, even as a professional. It's not like it's not like it's been developed over years and years like the men's game. So you cannot even start to compare a team that would be beat by a bunch of 15-year-old boys to a team that can play against any team in the world. You're talking.
You know what she can do? I can tell you how. She can put on double the speed when she's watching the women's team, and just adjust her tactics with double speed of the women's team.
So we're saying the women's game's a lot slower than the men's.
A lot slower.
A lot slower, not as physical.
Well, compared to women, it's physical. Not compared to men, of course, but physical.
But that's what we're comparing here.
Well, we're not comparing women to men playing.
Yeah,
we compare women to women physicality to men physicality.
I get what Alex is saying on that one.
I'm saying like a physicality is physicality. We're not comparing women playing in men's team. We're comparing.
But it's different. It's not even the same stratosphere. That's what people don't get. That's why women cannot play.
Is Emma Hayes coaching the physicality?
Is Emma Hayes coaching a women's team and not a men's team?
Okay. You see,
I mean, we can do this all day long, but
I don't understand what we do.
So what the tactics they use for women's football?
Yeah, why you get exactly? This is what I don't understand.
What I'm confused about.
Fucking.
Because the speed.
I would just like somebody to show me a women's team coach who is a woman who has successfully transferred themselves.
It never happens, but it
never happened.
It never happens, but
then why are we even talking about it then?
Because it can be a
you can't say it can't happen.
Because it can be possible. This is like saying,
yes,
before it happened, it was all this talk of, there's never been a female ref. Now there's been female refs, and they've shown that they can still do it.
Actually, female ref was better than men, special alignments.
You're fully just talking out your arse because of nothing.
No, I'm not fully. You just said anything can happen. Yes, you're right. Anything can freaking happen, but it ain't going to.
I've shown you that when it comes to women to men, we've just seen that a women referee came in and did a better job.
Better job as a linesman, yes, one of the best lines.
Not even linesman, as an actual ref in other leagues, came in and did as good a job as the men did, as good a job as the men. Still kept up in terms of physicality, in terms of getting about the pitch, because guess what? Refs have to be fit as well. So all of this talk, if you're talking out your arse, you're talking out of your arse.
I'm actually talking sense. You're talking out your ass, thinking that any big team would hire a woman as a coach at this point in time, when there is no track record.
Why are we going to the extremes? Nobody said nothing about going to. That's not even a conversation.
Then why even have the conversation? Because you're looking.
Because
they
were
just comparing. They were just comparing.
You cannot. Yeah, but it's a dumb comparison.
They were just comparing that if that coach had come in and had 7 months, that they would have already got rid of it.
That's all speculation. You have no idea.
And how do you know then? Why is you that saying that it will be fact and us it wasn't?
It's all speculative. How can it only be negative speculation? It can be positive speculation too.
I was going to say, bro, most transfers are speculation. We fucking talk about those all goddamn stream. What the fuck? What the fuck's this?
This is not even something that is being talked about within the club. Somebody just said, "Hey, why don't we just make Emma Hayes the coach?" Oh, sure, because she's
having a conversation about different things,
and that translates to the men's team.
No one said
Yeah,
apart.
that's
Pope's the only one who ever
Can
mentioned.
translate team to team.
Thank you, Lewis.
That's what I'm confused about. The physicality, that's different. Speed, that's different. Tactics are tactics.
How you think that managers coach
like
speed, managers coach physicality? Managers don't do that.
Okay, sure.
Oh, wait, it's not okay. Like, oh my God,
when you play,
Mm-hmm.
what would be the mood in the locker room if a woman coached the team and they walked in the locker room? Huh? Tell me that.
They're professionals.
It depends.
It's not the same.
Don't tell me that bullshit because I know where you.
Yeah, I know. In my country, probably won't.
How would it?
Hold on a second. Look, hold on, Jester. Yes, I agree with you. And in the 90s,
yes.
In my country, no way.
Okay.
Even now, I don't see it.
Okay.
But that's not that. But this is what you try to bring. I understand this point. I understand. But what you're saying is completely different with what you meaning. You saying that the respect you will not get. I understand that part of you, but that's not what we're talking about.
Well, if she has no respect, how are you ever going to manage a club?
Respect is earned.
Exactly. And you think that we're saying that she will, like, from the day one, she'll bench Mount. That's not what I was saying.
It doesn't matter where you work, what you're doing, in what form of life, whether you're a footballer, coach, bin man, working McDonald's. Respect is earned in every form of life.
Based on your past years of experience.
Every person you meet, you earn respect from them through what you do and the way you are.
No, Scott. I understand with the you more westernized. I understand in the different cultures it will be a difference, especially 30 years ago when I was playing. And yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not the point. What I was even trying to bring. I'm saying the way Emma Hayes was talking to her players, it's the same thing. I want Potter to talk to his players, and I was just saying if Emma Hayes same amount of time with what's his name with Chelsea, I think she will not have problem benching Mount than what Potter has right now. That's all I said. I don't think it's actually that hard.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
That's speculation.
Of course, it's speculation. Same speculation as you making.
No, again.
Oh, so yours are facts. Mine is speculation.
Yeah. Because she's not the coach, so it's a moot point.
So, Jester, if it's not a woman, would you see if Tuchel was still at Chelsea? Do you see him dropping Mount now?
Did he drop Mount ever when he was here?
Well, no, he didn't have as bad a run of games. Did he have as bad a run of games?
Yes.
Don't say. I wouldn't say it was as bad, but yeah.
Not as bad as right now. I mean,
first of all, he saw Mount in a different position, and I understand the way he wanted to play, so that's different. But no, that's not the same. Sorry, man, that's not the same conversation with Tuchel.
Yeah, Tuchel didn't. Nobody's benched Mount since he's been here. No.
Tuchel benched Mount from the beginning, from the day one. He missed a couple of games. When Tuchel first came, he benched Mount.
For a game, and that's it. And after
not game. There's 2 or 3 games he benched. First 2 or 3 games, he was benched. No, yeah, you're right. One game.
Just the Wolves game, and that's it.
Yeah. You're right.
And he took him off halftime last against Spurs. We won 3-0 after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
no. That's a different, Josh. That's the evil eye is different.
I'm sorry. Dropping somebody from one game isn't like a punishment. Dropping them in.
No, there was the first game when he first came in.
Yeah, I understand that. That's not punishment. That's not saying anything.
Of course,
because he played the majority of the damn games after that.
I still think Potter. First of all, Chelsea wants to re-sign him, so that's why they don't drop him. They want to re-sign Mount. They want to give him a contract. If it wasn't, he wouldn't be starting. But he is. That proves that he actually in the plans for Chelsea. So I think it's actually proven how much they want to resign for him to resign the contract.
I don't get that because I think that they want to resign him on their terms, not on his.
So they want him to sign a new contract. but just
That's
based
what-
on his terms. On
Yes,
Chelsea's
it
terms.
doesn't matter. We still want
That's
to
not what
resign.
Alex said. That's literally not what Alex said. That's literally not what Alex said. They want to re-sign him, but on their terms, not on his terms.
Right.
But they want to re-sign him.
But on their terms.
Like, it's fucking hell.
Potter just needs to grow some and realize if the player's playing bad,
yes.
drop the man. That's how it is. You can't keep
And,
playing bad.
and that's
keep
the
playing.
problem. I think I kind of feel sympathy for Potter because he probably gets some kind of like from the owners saying like, look, we need his contract, so play him. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think that's going on at all. I think it's purely the manager's choice to pick the team. Bowley's, but you know, there's no background where Bowley or any of the management groups have ever come in and told sports
Well,
team
there's
that
a rumor that reason why Mudryk was started last game, even though he was sick.
Yeah, you
he
just
was
paid
sick.
£100 million for that guy.
So it
Yeah,
doesn't matter
yes.
if the
No,
player's sick. It doesn't.
kind of does.
It doesn't. If the player's sick,
The player is sick. They should not start.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, he was so sick he couldn't even get on the field.
yeah, because he got a steroids shot, and he
Okay.
only felt for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, you got a shot. Oh.
Yeah, there is actual medicine that they give to athletes now. If you have a cold symptoms, it can actually suppress it for a short period of time.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Oh.
Does it help
Yeah,
you
that-
breathe? Helps you breathe
where can I
better?
get
Oh, no,
Where can we get that? Is that
Yeah,
available
bro.
to the public?
No, you don't want to get that. It's a steroid.
It's a steroid. It's
I'll get
look,
wham too. Perfect.
No, you won't get one out. It's not that
No,
type
I
of
don't like that
steroid.
choice. I like me.
There's different types of steroids. What you're talking about is
Steroids,
anabolic
yeah.
steroids. There's different types of steroids.
No,
It's
not
a
those
steroid.
steroids, Lewis. You.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not anabolic steroids. You're not going to do a dynaball to get to the game.
Give me a little shot of that. I'll start curling. like
Look, it will give you.
18.
It's actually short term, like
Adrenaline.
Energy. It gives you a little energy.
Yeah.
I was on
It's
prednisone
energy.
for
No,
years.
it's really close to the asthma medication. I
Yeah,
heard that
I just take
it's-
steroids for my asthma like a couple of years ago.
it's actually expands your lungs so you can breathe easily, even though you congestion. Meg Zap, bring this comment guy real quick. This is your last chance.
Like,
This is
Mezap, you're a
just
regular on the streams, innit? So I'll leave that as a final warning,
Mate,
but don't do anything
no.
stupid.
That's
That-
just awful.
That
That's
just
awful.
sounds. It sounds like drugs what they're taking. That's what it just sounds like.
Huh?
No, steroids are actually used for a lot of.
Nah,
different
they get
things.
tested like weekly.
Not like
Yeah, what do you think
Steroids are
that
used for a
steroids
lot
is
of
only
different
like? There's a lot of things that steroids do that
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
actually
it's not just for
Like,
has
athletes.
anything.
like
to-
Alex mentioned, like you can use them. Most like a lot of people with asthma have to take steroids.
Yeah, steroids.
like-
It's actual
in
steroids.
inhalers. So I've got asthma myself. In inhalers, they have steroids broken down.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like
it's
most people asthma,
albuterol.
like, those with
Albuterol is
asthma-
a steroid.
Yeah,
Did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah,
that's why you.
and they're
That's
not,
why.
and none of them are
in-
good for you.
I'll say that's why in UFC. That's why UFC inhalers
On the
aren't
short
allowed.
term, I mean, it's
Learn
with medicine.
something new
It's
every
not about with medicine. It's not about what is good for. With medicine, it's more like
How much can you tolerate before it kills you?
no. Like, what's the consequences of taking it too long? Then you see what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, I was on prednisone for a long, extended period of time because of
What,
my health.
again, bring this guy up again, and I'll like. First of all, when you gonna say that I hate Mudryk, please tell me when I ever did. That's number one.
What is this guy on?
I don't know what this guy on. I said the Mudryk wasn't starting because he was sick.
Yeah, you said it a fact. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he
He
had a
said he was
cold.
sick.
What's the
He had a sick. Yeah,
No,
he said he
not
had his
only
cold
on,
and
at the day.
he's
He
back in the
apparently
steroids
was
from
with
after the
fever and
steroids.
cough for a week before
Sorry,
that.
remember that comment. Why did you say that?
Throughout the week, he was sick
really
throughout
see
the
that?
week. I don't understand what he was saying. Like,
I
It's
thought Mudryk
easy. It's
played
it's
because we didn't have
change of
enough
weather.
shit.
You know, change of weather. Donny just came from where? And
Yeah,
now
he
he's
just
there?
came from
no.
Ukraine, and then
London.
what is it? London's pretty cold. I mean, it's pretty cold here where I live, but I
It's
bet London's
usually-
cold.
it's
Ukraine
usually-
is freezing.
I was about to
Is
say
it
Ukraine
usually?
is
Not
like
it's
right
a
now, but
different.
Yeah, you know,
It's a
it's
different.
different
It's the
climate,
it's
bro.
the
Any
humidity.
reason right now,
Climate,
though.
man.
It's the
Different
humidity. It's
Yeah,
the
man, all of
humidity.
that.
And
weather could have nothing to
bacteria.
do with it.
what's his name? It's viruses and bacteria are always preferred to live in more
-1 there, right?
more wet. How you say it? Wet.
More humid. Yeah.
That kind of places.
The word is moist.
More
That's what
everywhere.
you're
If I was to fly out to where Justice is,
Yes.
I'd probably catch a flu myself.
Yes,
You feel
exactly.
me?
Every time I go home, see my mom,
'cause
and come
the climate,
back,
my bro.
I always
You guys are
get the
different
cold
climate
the
out
first
there,
couple of days.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
That's too different
sometimes I'll
from
come
London,
back from
actually.
away games and I'll feel a bit ill.
Oh, blimey,
It's a
and that's you
different
coming
area.
out in the country. Yeah.
Well, take extra vitamin C. I mean, come on, folks. Take care of
Hey,
yourself.
Liverpool away, man. I can't lie when I got Miles ill as well. Liverpool away was crazy.
Man, there's something wrong with y'all. I spent my life for 8 years with barely no immunity, worked 80 hours a week in a movie theater, and never got sick. I don't know what the hell's wrong with y'all people.
Genetic lottery, bruv.
Well,
Genetic lottery.
how long you been? What place you used to live when you were doing?
Austin,
Texas.
Yeah.
One of the most dry places in the country.
So?
And I just told you where the viruses and bacteria
Okay.
would like to live.
My white blood count
I
was
understand.
0.5. Okay, so it doesn't matter.
No. I understand that you have even extra. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I understand, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Texas. It's the best thing for you to be living. If it proves that.
Well, when you're that immunosuppressed, it doesn't matter. A kid comes through and coughs in the air, you're sick. So, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with this generation. You know, cough. I don't know. When I was sick, I went to work.
You tell
I know
him,
Alex is sick. He went to work. Our parents, when they were sick, they went to work.
Jessica, I bet you come up here to Boston, you'll catch a nice cold.
I bet not.
No,
I bet not.
Want to put it to the test?
Yeah,
nothing's wrong with having a little tummy ache.
Bro, I used to live in Colorado.
There's nothing
First
wrong
of all, if you saying nothing wrong with a little tummy ache when you're 30s, using word tummy, it's already
30s?
40s, okay, 40s. You're getting close to 40s, whatever, man.
Nah, fuck you, brother.
But yeah, using words.
Josh, there's a comment of the century.
How have we even got to this point of this conversation?
First of all, this whole thing with washing hands is such an overstating camp because most of the bacterial viruses are airborne. So you can wash as much as you want. It still goes how much you inhale.
Yeah.
No. Go AM, you're wrong. I had my COVID vaccination.
I didn't know you. I thought you were against that.
That's a COVID strain.
Oh, COVID. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
He was
No. You ain't putting that shit in there.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts.
What I'm saying is, like, look, it still more goes through you. First of all, it has to be two things to get sick. Your immune system should be weaker. Somebody's bacteria is supposed to be strong enough. It's like a perfect storm when you get sick. That's how it is usually. Supposed to have it. Not just if you have a good immune system, you can get it sick if even people beside you are sick.
Yeah, if you take care of yourself, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Exactly. So calling yourself a Tommy, call a grown man, call his body as a Tommy.
Take care, Rodrigo. Oh, yeah, big up, Rod.
Tommy cake, man.
So why are we playing next to Enzo? Is that just because of what Nazar said?
Go ahead. You just
can't be asked, man.
That's why he needs to move to Texas, man.
Barbecue.
How did we even get to that point of a conversation talking about?
By the way, you know that he's running for the best defender of the season in La Liga.
Oh, imagine my shot.
Yeah.
At least they respect him over there. At least they
respect him. They respect him a lot.
They're calling him a historic signing, man. It's good to see. It's good to see him doing well.
Yeah.
Xavi, I haven't seen Xavi in a while. What's going on, brother?
What up, Xavi?
What up? How are you feeling about tomorrow?
If Gallagher and Mount start, not good.
We're talking about vaccines, if that's what you want.
At least you agree with me with Mount. At least you agree.
No, I don't want either one of them. I don't want Havertz starting either.
Same man.
But it's like one of Gallagher Mount has to start tomorrow because he said Kovacic is not fit.
What about Ruben?
Oh, I didn't hear.
I bet you all three are gonna start.
I'd rather have Ruben play next to Enzo. I'd rather have Carney play next to Enzo.
Yeah,
somebody that doesn't know.
Carney in defensive. Wow.
Right, you think Gallagher is?
Oh, never mind. If Enzo's a single defensive midfielder, yeah, it's fine.
No, I'm talking about double pivot. Put Carney.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, thank you.
Would you guys start Fofana tomorrow instead of Havertz?
He's not good defense.
Yes.
He's not defensively aware.
100%.
Well, neither is Gallagher or Mount.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
still
big up
there's
Lewis,
still
man.
miles
Out.
between them though. Not Mount,
yeah,
but
bro.
Gallagher is still better.
Make it easy, man.
I don't know, man. I can't. That guy, he doesn't even know what position he's supposed to be in. He just plays wherever he wants to play.
Awareness is still off.
Yeah, that's because I think that manager gives all the midfielders freedom of
I don't,
expression.
because nobody else in the midfield plays like that except for Mount.
Yeah, Mount.
Well, yeah, those are the only two that play that way.
Yeah, that's
No
what I'm
other
saying.
midfielder on our team plays that way.
Yeah, I understand that. But you're asking the question that we've been asking. Why are we starting then?
Because I think that because of fitness, we hadn't had nobody else.
No. I don't think it's fitness. You will be surprised if all the players are going to be fit. The only thing it is Kovacic going beside. The rest of it's still going to be the same.
No, if everybody's finished, Conte.
Or Conte.
Wow.
Yeah, fitness last week, but this week they shouldn't start. That's a given. I mean,
no, who's gonna start? Kovacic still injured.
Yeah, Kovacic is still injured, so I'm
But
saying
there's still Ruben.
Gallagher be the one that's Ruben. No, honestly,
At least
Yes,
Ruben
we
will play
agree
his
on a lot.
position.
Ruben, Jester.
RLC.
We all say Chovit is shit.
Is there any
He'll
point
at
in
least
arguing
play
about this? Like,
What the
three of
coach,
them
how
are
the
just
coach
going to start.
wants him to play.
All
Okay?
three of them are going to start.
For some reason, I think Potter likes Gallagher. I think he'll actually start him. He's been playing
For some reason, I can tell you that he likes Mount too, and for some reason he likes.
I don't think
I
Lights
think he
has
likes
anything
Gallagher
to
more
do
though.
with it.
He doesn't bench him at all. He's playing him full 90.
You'll see. All I
It
can
doesn't
say,
ma- it
you'll
doesn't
see.
matter what you say. At least two of the three will start tomorrow, whether you like it or not. So.
No, yeah, I think whoever said
Okay,
Mount on the wing earlier, I'm starting to think that's what
Look
might
at look at
happen.
the guy said
Why
Halchuk,
would
Omeka, and
you-
Robin
why would-
Loftus-Cheek.
no,
What
no.
kind of midfield is that?
We have problems. We don't have problems in our attack or forward line for injuries.
RLC. I don't think he's saying those three.
No. I'm saying like Merzab said Hal, Chukwuemeka, Robin Loftus-Cheek. That's a midfield.
I'd bet you Felix
finished?
is 10.
Problem is, Ruben Loftus-Cheek won't play
Why?
because he'll probably pick Gallagher and Mount with Enzo. Play the same
But
thing.
I feel like
Yeah, Josh. Look, I understand that maybe what's his name?
Madueke.
What's his name? Madueke will play, but that will not exclude Mount. You don't understand. You put Mount at the center back, somehow he's gonna be at the top of the box.
But like, why can't Potter drop this guy? I don't get
Yes.
it.
So Alex, you think that Mount is gonna start over Joao Felix?
This is how it's gonna be this game. This is like what I 100% know which players will start. It's gonna be Thiago Silva and Bediashil. It's gonna be what's his name? Chilwell and Rhys James. It's gonna be Enzo, Gallagher. That's 100%. Mount.
No.
I
think Felix starts.
Oh fuck.
And it's gonna be Felix.
Was Christensen there?
Felix.
Was it that? Oh, fuck's sake.
And what's his name?
Give me a sec.
Y'all got to get the formation first because if it's a 4-3-3, then it's more plausible.
No, it's gonna be a 4-2-3-1.
Let me
That's the
take the
start.
good shot.
And then Gallagher won't drop deep, and they'll switch it to a 4-3-3 because the dude doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
Let's just fill in the middle.
That's exactly what happened last game.
That's true.
Yes, it's only going to be one change. Exactly. It's going to be Felix for ZH. Rest of it's going to be the same.
No, I think Mount. They haven't talked about Mount.
Unless you drop Havertz and put
that's the
Felix
reason
up.
why I don't, because there's nothing new about that.
So what? James and Cucurella as our fullbacks again.
Well, you damn sure ain't gonna hear me say Gallagher or Mount.
It doesn't matter.
There ain't no
It
way in
doesn't
hell
really matter
if you
who.
or not. I ain't gonna put them in there.
I think even if Datro doesn't, they're not going to start him. He should get at least 30 minutes. Like, you have to give him some time to. I think
off the bench, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So left back, I would go Chilwell, not Cucurella. Give Cucurella a rest.
Chilwell's still going to be.
Chilwell won't start.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's no way. He only gets 20 minutes max. That's all he's getting.
Why?
He got like
because
15
he came from
last
injury.
Game. Yeah,
his legs are made of glass. You give him any more than 20 minutes.
Having him on the team.
Yes, and people don't forget we have a championship league game on Wednesday. Remember that?
No, that too. Yeah.
You realize if you put Chilwell back in his lineup straight away, he's just going to get injured.
Yeah, it's a hamstring injury.
Don't be surprised if you see Ziyech tomorrow. Sure. I feel like Potter would.
Man, I'm Moroccan, and I don't want to see Ziyech.
Yeah, Cucurella is going to be more chance that Cucurella is going to start.
It's either Cucurella.
This is not what Potter wants to do. This is what we want to do.
It doesn't matter
because we don't have no idea what Potter's going to do.
Well, we do.
Chilwell's the best.
It'll be the exact same 11 without. It'll be the same 11 with one change. It's going to be that.
Felix is going to come in for Ziyech.
Yeah, maybe over Ziyech.
Yeah.
Huh?
Felix is going to come in for Ziyech, I think.
Why would you put Felix on the right wing?
Why wouldn't you? He plays the wing for Portugal. He's.
And then where would Madueke play?
I think it's gonna be central.
Madueke comes in off the bench. So who's gonna play on the wing? Who's gonna play on the wing, Jess?
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be Mount.
Mudryk and Mount. Madueke, that's what I said. Mount is starting.
No, Mount is not starting.
Okay.
Unless you want to put him in the pivot.
Let's vote over here. How many people thinks that Mount is gonna start?
Mount might be in the pivot. And
you ain't saying.
Why think or why I want? Why think or why I want?
What do you think?
It's what we don't care what you think. Just say what you want or what you don't want.
Okay, I prefer Felix and attend the Mount.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
You've got to realize tomorrow.
But it's not what Potter's gonna do.
No. If it's a pivot,
you don't know what Potter's gonna do any more than anybody else knows what Potter's gonna do. So just pick
we
the
can
players
based
that
on
you
previous
want to
one.
No, if it's a pivot, it will be Fernandez and Gallagher in the pivot for some reason, which we know we can't play.
Yeah, Gallagher's probably in the pivot. Yeah,
it will be Gallagher.
I would put Ruben in there.
But Ruben will not play properly.
Or Carney. I don't want to see Gallagher anywhere near the pitch.
But he's gonna start, Gestures. Like
I don't care. You ain't getting me to say he should start.
It's going to be Gallagher, whether you like it or not. So you might as well put him in that team because we can all hope. But it'll be Ruben off the sheet.
He's gonna come off the bench probably for him, but that's it. Yeah.
Still, I ain't gonna say it. You ain't gonna get me to say it because they're trash.
So is this 11? So is this 11 what we think is gonna be the starting lineup or what we want?
I think we should do what Potter thinks.
So if it's Potter,
we don't know what
because I've.
But most
we can base it. We can base it off other starting lineups.
Favorites, preferences, all that stuff.
If we're doing it off Potter, then Chilwell goes on as Cucurella, and you put Gallagher in the pivot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Gallagher's in the pivot for sure.
Yeah.
And then it'll be Mudryk, Madueke, Havertz up top. That's how it's going to be.
Right. So
yeah. So he's gonna play he's gonna play. I guess.
Do you guys think he might bench Havertz actually for Fofana?
No.
Hey, Walter, if you think Gallagher is good enough to play for Chelsea football, you're a moron.
No, okay, I want Fofana to start, but do you think Potter's going to drop Havertz?
No. Put Ziyech on the right, so we're going to have Ziyech.
I'm telling you, he's going to play Ziyech, man.
Why would he play Ziyech?
Because he played him the last game, and he didn't deserve to play.
Why? Because what has he done to deserve to play?
He played him last game because he felt that it was a bunch of stuff going on back there.
No, that was
There's a lot more. I'm sorry that we sent you over there and we didn't sell you. Yeah,
that's just the signs of a bad manager.
They wouldn't see against Fulham where Ziyech tried to shoot with his right foot.
Oh my God.
Mars.
And Enzo playing the strikers in early, and he does that foolishness, man.
Right, so other DM, who are we playing with Fernandez, by the way?
It will be Gallagher. It will be Gallagher.
Yo, remember when we beat Leicester 2-1? You know who was off the field at the same time and scored 2 goals?
All right, Gallagher Greyhound it is.
Gallagher got a red, and then they took him out off.
And then
can we put Fofana up top? Do we have to put Kai?
It's going to be Kai.
There, so why should we?
It will be Kai. It will be Kai.
We all want to see Nacho, but we're not gonna. Yeah,
this guy don't even deserve his best card. You can have your
and then just swap Chill out of Kugra. That's what it's going to be, and then that's what Paul would do.
Yeah, he's not starting Chill well.
All right, Cafurella.
I know I said ZH might start, but he might. That's the only one thing
we can always change. We can always do one that we believe or that we want, like Jester was saying, like another lineup.
Well, this is actually
somebody
won because they super chat freaking Ziyech in there. You think Potter's going to start Ziyech tomorrow?
No, that was a donation.
Okay, then it's already a mythical lineup.
Oh, so it's mythical.
Basically.
I mean, so if it's like that, then we just put Dacho.
What number is Kepa?
1.
Number 1. It's better than number 2, though.
Big up Adrian saying, is there a profile of a striker that would suit Chelsea next season? If so, how many goals do we expect in his first season?
Learn how to create chances first.
What number is James?
Tony.
24.
I don't know this.
I say
I'm doing a lineup on my own, and I just don't remember the numbers. What about Thiago Silva?
26.
6. Just 6.
Yeah, Adrian, I'm looking. If it was saying profile striker, I'll say like a Harry Kane sort of profile.
4.
I'd look for something like that, even though like easier said than done, innit?
Lewis, did you see that they were
32?
No,
Chelsea are apparently pushing for Osimhen, Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, I've seen that, but like I'm not listening to it.
I'm not listening to it, and the Napoli president said that he has no debt and they don't want to sell any of their players.
That's what I've been saying. It's like they're about to win the league for the first time in over a decade. Good luck taking any of their spine.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But did you also
I wish you well, Todd Bowley, but I wouldn't.
What about Gallagher? What number is Gallagher?
24.
Athletic. Yeah, I saw that.
They want 140.
They want a crazy million.
Send them Havertz and lower it down to 130.
No, send them Lukaku.
No, send them Lukaku and Havertz. Get them both. Get them both.
2 for 1.
What number is Felix?
No, add Gallagher to the deal as well. Mine not.
11, right?
Get them all.
11.
Yeah, give them a buy 1 get 3 free.
Yeah,
2 free.
Just give them 3 players.
Get the other 2 free.
Send 3 one way, we get 1 back.
Hey, I'm sure Simeone would love his road runners. That would be perfect.
Actually, Simeone would like Lukaku on his team.
No, he would love the headless. Yeah, the headless.
Atletico, we can be friends.
15.
Well, they did buy Morata.
Mate, if Havertz
and Costa, wash Lukaku, have another wash striker, and you can have 3 road runners for the apology.
So now we're adding Atletico Madrid as our retirement home, along with Arsenal.
Yes.
Yep, we've got a Spanish home, we've got an English home.
Morata, Costa, everyone. Now Lukaku.
Have you talked about the possibility we might be buying Bordeaux?
Yeah, that came out yesterday. We're looking at the French side, so we got offered Bordeaux.
I know, offered. I'd take it.
How'd you get offered a football club?
Just take whatever club you can get.
Big pimp roller over there.
Hey, if you lot want access to Cobham's finest, fairs.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I feel like also
we can send them off to.
French football, if you scout it well, you can have.
I just sent you DM Lewis with my starting 11 with what Potter's gonna start.
All right,
send him a dick message.
We'll put this one quick, and then I've got to wrap up because I've got to be on Lawrence's channel. Okay,
you don't gotta do anything but breathe and pay taxes.
I said I'd be on there.
Okay.
If I'll harass you from chat. If Havertz even went to Atletico, he would get
the numbers are under. I don't know how to change it. So this is
okay. So you got Kepa, James, Silva, Badiashile, Cucurella,
Enzo
and Gallagher.
Gallagher, yeah.
Sorry. Felix. Is that Mount right wing?
Yeah.
Mudryk on the left and Havertz up top.
To be fair, those 15-10 Gallagher, Mount, not Gallagher.
Interchangeable.
Interchangeable. Yeah. All those 4 players are gonna be in their own spaces. Like
especially Mount.
Interchange.
Mount is gonna be right with Mudryk.
Saying these motherfuckers are just gonna run around and do their own
thing.
Tonight.
So exactly. Walter, you want to hear my 11? That's fine.
No.
Go on, Jesters. Go on, Jesters.
It's not that different, other than I'm putting Chilwell in. I'm not putting Gallagher or Mount on the pitch or Havertz on the pitch. So
that's not a lot of like a save.
That's a
half a lot different.
I don't see if Potter starts that lineup, that's sackable, man.
Put Lukaku up front. I don't want to see
that right wing, that Mount right wing.
Okay, I don't know how we can do that, but
I think he means Datro, maybe. I'm not sure. But...
He don't mean Datro.
No?
No, he fully means Lukaku.
Unreal. He don't mean Datro.
Well,
how the fuck you get a World Cup card? For what?
Hey, he's not even on our team.
You know, the only possibility.
You wanted him in the lineup. He goes in the lineup.
The only possibility Kai Havertz doesn't start if what's his name gonna start? Sterling.
Why can't Fafana?
Oh no, Sterling's hurt. Yeah.
Still hurt?
Yeah.
He played last game.
No, he said it this morning.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
He got re-injured.
He's a doubt. But that
Alex, the only way that Havertz doesn't start is if he somehow picks up an injury before. Yeah. That's the only way I'm seeing it.
Right, if Lukaku's in that lineup, put Malang Sarr on that.
He's free from the shackles of the draft. He's so
it's enough for me. See ya later, guys. Spent way too much time today.
It has been real. Unless some madness happens, I'm not going to be live till Sunday. But if not, we'll be live tomorrow or Sunday for the West Ham.
You're not going to be live tomorrow?
Any more fun?
Or you can be at West Ham. Oh, you can be at West Ham. Okay. Well, you get a pass. We'll give you a pass.
I might be back later. But we'll see. It depends on what my plans are.
I have a feeling you will be later with angry.
Yeah, he's gonna be like.
I know Fatur is not gonna be back later because he's gonna give a lot more interviews to the new host of the Chelsea Fan TV because there's a new girl over there, that new host.
She ain't even taking over fan cams.
You sprung?
What?
No, interviews. What is she gonna take care of?
What's her name?
Fatur?
She's Fatur bait.
Right, we're raiding Lawrence's stream, so everyone head over there. Big up.
Tell him I would like to join his channel. I'll wait for his invite.
He doesn't do that, bro.
What's his YouTube?
You might need a full person.
Lawrence Viscoli.
Lawrence.
I hate Kai Havertz. You can go.
Thank you, guys.